Hello everyone, it is MisterStubstep, and today I have a package from overseas. Anytime you see that DHL, you know that it's probably an overseas package, especially if you're living in the United States. But today I wanted to show you guys an order that I ordered off of Mercari, Japan through Buyee. I think Twice Baked Jake might have done a few videos where he talked about Buyee and all that stuff, and I took a peek, looked kind of sketchy, a lot of languages that I couldn't understand, but my sister recommended, hey, if you want to see some products, maybe try it out. So I tried my attempt at an order here. I'm gonna walk you guys through the process and what I spent. I'm not super well versed with it, but I can at least talk about what I know, and then you guys can kind of make a decision based off of that. But basically, I ordered some cards from Japan, actually all Japanese cards, because if you're specifically trying to collect Japanese stuff, eBay and a lot of the markets here, it's kind of difficult to find a broad spectrum of Japanese products, but if you go right to the source in Japan, you can find a little bit more variety. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you probably know what cards I got in here, but let's get this open. All right, so I opened it up out of the initial thing, and this comes in like a little paper bag type thing, so that's interesting. All right, and then in there I had 3 more envelopes. So basically how it worked is I went on to Buyee, and then I went to Mercari, Japan, and basically I looked up what I was trying to type in. I recommend if you're looking up a specific Pokemon, literally just go to Google Translate or a translation app, type in that Pokemon or whatever in your language, and then pull that direct translation and then use that to search for in the search bar. Because if you just try to search, for example, in my case, English words, you're barely gonna get anything or nothing at all. But if you type in the actual Japanese characters, then you're actually gonna get product that you're looking for. So, and you can shop from there. Basically how it worked is I went on there, I shopped, I found some items that I want. I found 3 items in total. And basically you pay for those items, and then it's kind of all happening at a centralized warehouse. So these people at this warehouse, they then reach out to the sellers, because these sellers all post on the website. And then you pay extra fees for them to grab those items to bring them to the warehouse. So it's like all separate sellers, and then the people at the warehouse buy it from those sellers. Because in case you haven't noticed, it's pretty hard to just buy direct from Japan. I know there's a few Japanese sellers, but you have to either know somebody like in Japan that can kind of hook you up, or you're just not going to get the product at all, or it's all going to be, second, third, or, secondary market stuff. And they bring all the items to this located warehouse, and then you can consolidate the package from there. So you pay an extra fee to have them all have all the items that you purchased in one package, and then you pay for shipping, and then it comes. So that's what I did. At the end of this video, I'll probably have like a summarized thing on what I paid for all this stuff and all the different fees, because there are a lot of fees, I'll give them that. They do a pretty good job about the currency and how it transfers over. So this first one is EX Power Keepers, or I believe it's the World Championship, in the World Championship Japanese set. And this, especially unlimited, apparently, from what I've read on Bulbapedia, this is one of the rarest Japanese sets. Getting the unlimited, so no first edition here in the bottom left of this card, is one of the hardest cards to get. And this is a thick sleeve. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could feel it. It's really thick. And we have this Curlia, so hopefully I can find the first edition of it as well. Not in horrible condition, definitely got some damage in the bottom, but I've never seen this card for sale before. And I went on to Mercari Japan, and they had a ton of listings. I went through pages and pages, and this is the only one of this card that I saw. So definitely glad to add that to the collection. And then we have another package. They use very nice tape on here, by the way. Like, it's very easy to just open up. Let's see. Ooh, this one's a lot more. Use some cardboard and some team bags and stuff like that. Yeah, this is a whole stack. So we can go through these really quick. All right, so we have this Curlia. So I think some of these I already have, but they were like massive lots for a fairly decent price. So I figured, why not just get them all in one, because then there's a few that I needed. So, oh, kind of stuck together. Okay. Yeah, I already had this one as well. This Cosmic Eclipse. This is Chilling Rain. And then I did need this one, I believe. I think this one was from Platinum. I think I only have the first edition. And then I also needed this one, the EX Ruby and Sapphire. I can't remember if this Curly is from a structured deck or just one of the original, but definitely needed this one. I think I need this one in first edition as well. And we have another stack right here. I think this Curlia was an XY Breakthrough. And I'm gonna be honest, I cannot remember what it was called on the Japanese side. But this is the first edition. It's XY8, it looks like. And then this one I needed as well, which is very nice. Dang, these cards feel. I did get this one in first edition. And then also this one, which is not bad. This one was featured in 2 sets on the English side, that artwork. And then also, this is the Battle Boost, but the first edition. I think I need the unlimited one still. This one's the non-holo version because there is a reverse in that set. And then the one from Burning Shadows. I think Hidden Fates also had one like this too, because that one had a reverse. And then the final package. Let's see. Oh yeah. And nice, another wad of Kirlia cards. This is like Christmas early. So I kind of wanted to test it out. You know, I'm not sure if I'll do it again because it was, at least for what I was getting, pretty expensive, but it is just, you're going to find a lot of Japanese products that are not as common on the United States side, or you're going to have to go through like, you know, SM Pratt or something like that. Oh, so this is like another Delta Species card. This one's, it's one of my favorite artworks of Kirlia, and then this one also came a lot with Ralts, and then one more card back here, and then the Kirlia from Chilling Reign again. So overall, I'll try to show a summary now, and then if I hadn't shown it at the beginning, I'll show how long it took. Oh, Charizard got knocked around. I'll show a timeline on how long everything took, because you buy everything, and then they like register that you buy it, and then they buy it on their end, and they let you know when it's been purchased, and then they let you know when it's all been brought to the warehouse, and then when they'll notify you that it's been brought to the warehouse, and then you have to pay to consolidate, and then once it's consolidated, you pay to ship, and then they ship off, and then they come here. Once you've actually started the shipping process, it actually ships over here very quickly, but leading up to that process is probably the longest point, and it does take a lot of diligence on your end, because they'll send you an email, and you have to keep going back to to your cart and all that stuff, and my order to make sure the process keeps going along. So hopefully this was informative. This is only my first order. I kind of just wanted to try it out because they had some pretty cool options on there. Whether or not I'll do it again, who knows? It probably isn't worth it just to get one thing on there. Like if you're gonna get some items off of that site, I'd recommend getting multiple items. You know, if you're younger, it is a pretty hard website to kind of navigate along. It's not intuitive, so I'd recommend, you know, having somebody help you, or, you know, take your time, because the last thing you want, a lot of the steps, once you purchase or once you commit to the step, like you're not getting a refund back, or they're not letting you do it over. So there's really no room for carelessness. So kind of a sketchy site, but I was able to get on my products in a somewhat timely manner, and a lot of this stuff you just don't see very often, like on eBay or other sites. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions down below, or if you have way more knowledge than I do, which you probably do, leave it down in the comments. Just keep everybody informed. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.